I think watching My Strange Addictions is really weird. This has never been a guilty pleasure show to me, and it's kind of for one reason. I mean, maybe as Arthur Morgan would put it, well, I guess I'm afraid. Yeah, I've seen a couple clips from this show, especially when big YouTubers were covering it like 10 years ago, and I could just never sit through it all because people were just, doing things like, oh yes, this piss is delectable, oh my god, my health is flourishing, and it would make me just want to sit back in my seat and just plummet down into an abyss of pure sadness where I do nothing but, I don't know, have Amy Schumer kick me in the balls. That's kind of what the equivalent of watching My Strange Addictions is like. It's nothing but torture. I don't get how people can sit there with their big old pot belly and just be like, ha, 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 look at these mentally ill people suffer, yes! It's just weird that this could go on for so many seasons without somebody saying, maybe we should stop exploiting these people's problems for profit. What an odd thing to do. And trust me, I understand that the show is exaggerated a lot, but there are certain scenes where they're literally doing exactly what they're saying. Like, I don't know, the man who does nasty things to his car named Chase and likes to stick his penis in the exhaust. Yeah, we'll get to that one eventually. But, yeah, I've always avoided the show, never wanted to watch it, so I figured, that'd make a great video if I sat down and watched a few episodes of a show that genuinely should torment people, something you should just blare when you're trying to hypnotize and mind control people as they're sitting back in their seat like, no, please! Yeah, so here we are, and I decided I would want to watch a bit more of a tame episode to, get me in the mood to watch people suffer, and that's not really the case here. I thought, ooh, a laxative addiction, that's not gonna be that bad, right? Oh, I was so wrong. The episode's split up into two sections, and I'm gonna just cover each person separately, starting off with Kimberly, our lovely woman who is addicted to laxatives. And that is the initial hardest thing to watch about the show because it's clearly somebody going through a mental struggle with weight loss, with body dysphoria, and they just play it for shits and giggles, laughs. They just make everything so exaggerated, but it's clear that she's suffering because I could see her body. I could see her goddamn ribs.
I actually think she's too thin, but she feels better at this weight.
And I feel like they pipe in what they want her to say, because if she was actually saying these things, she would get some real help. Hell, I think the doctor for Kimberly isn't real, because her reaction was boggling. The episode opens with her saying she takes 100 laxatives a day, and my initial thought is, how often are you sitting there? Because it's gotta be every 5 minutes, and you're just like, oh, I gotta go, guys. The turtle's peeking out of the shell, and then you just run to the John, the porcelain throne, to release the thunder. I can't imagine living like that, personally. It's just gotta be every 5 minutes that she does something like that. How do you function, woman? I do not get it. So, she's 108 pounds at 6 feet tall. That is really damn scrawny. That's a very small weight to be at. And she's just saying things like, yes, as long as I'm small, it's okay. I had this one traumatic night where I had to get my stomach pumped. The doctor said something nonsensical like ulcers, internal bleeding. Oh, pshaw. That's nothing to me.
Probably quit taking them because I had bleeding ulcers. I probably thought about it for a day or so.
I don't know. I just feel like at this point, her pipes are about to burst, her toilet's crying every time, she goes to sit down. It's like, no, please. You've extended my age by 30 years at this point. I should have lasted so much longer. I wouldn't be surprised if she has to replace a toilet every single second, because 100 laxatives a day is just baffling to me. It's crazy. And then she just... it's such a stupid sentence. I can't imagine anything except the production being all can you say, how you truly feel about being around laxatives in the toilet? And she's just like, yeah, I'm a little bit isolated. I'm a little bit away from everybody I love, but, as long as I'm next to the bathroom and my laxatives, I'm happy as hell.
Be at home and take my laxatives and be near the bathroom.
What kind of a life is that? I understand, the desire to want to be skinny. Body dysmorphia is very hard to live with, and it's a true struggle for a lot of people, but how can you out loud have the audacity to say, yeah, I'm isolated, but the toilet and laxatives, God, we be having a three-way. Oh, yeah. Like, it's just so odd to even put that into words. And then she says things like, yes, I buy 6 laxative boxes a day. How much is a goddamn laxative box? How much is a laxative box? Let's find that out, okay? Between $5 and $20, and she probably needs that good shit because she needs to be releasing all that doo-doo. So let's say she buys the $20 pack, okay? For 6 of those a day. 6 of those a day, that's $120. Okay. Let's put that into the perspective of a month. That's like $3,000. Woman, you could afford the best goddamn personal trainer money could buy at this point. You could go to the gym. You could get a healthy diet. You could barely eat and still have the best damn personal trainer in your city for all the money you're spending on laxatives. And where is she getting this money? How do you hold a job when every 5 seconds it's like, oh, it's coming? I just don't get it, man. I really don't. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, and you can't even hold any relationships because, oh man, you want to come and play Monopoly? All right, Kimberly, how much for Park Place? I'm just wondering, Kimberly, where are you? Oh, it's coming out of me. Like, I just imagine that's in her entire life. Like, depending on how real this is, I can't imagine anything in her life being normal. I really can't. And then she decides to tell her mom in the most like fake like studio TV type way where she looks at her mom and she's like, I've been taking like 150 laxatives a day. And her mom's reaction is just, really? Well, have you thought about how that might affect your health?
Like hundreds a day. I take like 100.
Have you thought about that? Have you thought? Oh, this is quite baffling, daughter. I 150 laxatives a day. You weigh 108 pounds. I never noticed that my daughter looked like a fucking toothpick. Like, I don't know. It just feels like she already clearly knew about this, and they just wanted to get it on screen. I don't know. So then she goes to the doctor, and the doctor, like, I can't imagine being in her shoes, and this is why I don't think she's a real doctor. I think she's just a TV doctor. Because she's like, oh yeah, you know, he's taking a lot of laxatives. That can't be good. I feel like if I was a doctor, I'd be like, why are you alive? Why are you alive? Like, I feel like your poop at this point should have sucked you inwards, and you should have been shat out of your own body and just dead. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, she has such a calm demeanor. 100 laxatives. Okay, let's take your body percentage. Let's see how much you weigh. And she's only 15% body fat, which also doesn't sound right. Like, she genuinely looks like she's gonna crumble. And the doctor's like, oh, you know, this is really good. You're seeming healthy. Only 15%. Gee whiz. You're a healthy gal. And she's just, woman, you don't even know what the number means.
15.3% fat. That's not bad. No, that's good. That's good. That's a very...
All right, brother, you don't even know what the number means. You clearly just heard 15% and just started bawling. And again, like, I'm not trying to shame her struggles with the way she views herself, but it's just all so dumb. It's all so stupid. And the doctor starts asking if she goes to the bathroom and starts just, you know, asking things like that. And then Kimberly just starts crying violently. And again, I don't really feel like the doctor's much of a therapist, because if I was a doctor and a patient started crying in front of me, I'd be like, you know, I'm gonna leave. You know, we can fix this, but I'm gonna get out of here. And then I like bang my head with a fucking water bottle, just trying to get out of there the best that I can, because dear Lord, I do not want to be in this conversation with this crying woman after I said nothing but positive things, after she's been taking 100 laxatives a day, and I have nothing but positive things to say other than, gee whiz, I really think we need to help you stop taking laxatives. Like, she said nothing bad yet, which again, doesn't seem real to me at all. But I'm truly getting into that white trash TV mood, I guess, where I just watch people suffer for no good reason. So it ends with Kimberly crying, and the doctor says, she's so brave. She has so much courage. And then we get the little like screen that says Kimberly now only takes 20 laxatives a day. Well, yahoo! Woo! Oh boy, I can't believe she made it to only taking 20 laxatives a day. Oh boy, we're really making strides out here. Oh gosh. Like I don't know. I still feel like 20 laxatives a day doesn't. I mean, God, it's an improvement from 100, but like. You still gotta have to be on the toilet like 90% of your day. Either way, it was just completely and utterly baffling. So, but then we got Bianca, who I didn't know was going to be in this episode. I didn't know that they did two like different things because it was like addicted to laxatives. So I thought that was going to be the entire 20 minutes. No. I was so wrong, because we have Bianca, who really likes to eat pottery and cigarette ashes, which does not make me feel any better. It just starts with her crunching on some pottery. Just, you know, you get to hear the luscious sound of teeth just cracking and breaking over the sound of eating pottery.
I can't stop eating pottery and cigarette ashes.
And I was wondering, man, how could a person get into such a thing? Like, how could you just have a desire to eat pottery? And her mother comes on screen and she's like, oh, yes. Oh, well, you know, I always thought that she was a little bit weird. Well, you see, my daughter, she used to go out into the garden and she would just eat dirt. And I was just thinking, you know, like, well, that's so weird. Like, I always felt like she had a connection with the earth.
Eating dirt. So I knew from early on that she had a taste to the earth.
So you sat there and did nothing? You just were like, my daughter's connected to the earth and she's eating a bunch of dirt, not worried about her, I don't know, getting a damn there disease. Just, oh yeah, my daughter is connecting with the land. God, I love that girl. And then she's just like, I don't even know how she could be addicted to this, because you let her eat fucking dirt, woman. Like, it's really not that confusing as to why she suddenly has a taste for that. Like, I'm genuinely wondering, where were the scared straight people when she was growing up? Like, I don't know, have like, I don't know, who's big? Lizzo. Have a Lizzo, like, come and just be, like, eating pottery, because she probably would, and just, like, start going, and just start, like, panicking or something, and, like, collapse to the floor, and then they're just like, yep, Lizzo's dead, and a whole 2 people started crying because of the loss. Sorry. And then she's all like, oh man, if I eat pottery, I'll be down to like my favorite celeb. Like, why was nothing done about this before it got that crazy? Like, workers at like Pottery Barn must be panicking when this woman is walking down the street. She's coming! We gotta do something! It's just, I just can't believe that this could ever be a thing. And it's not like it's that fake. Like, she's genuinely sitting there eating pottery on my TV screen. So it's not like she's faking that, unless they somehow made this pottery cake and also have a good crunch to it. But I don't think they could fake it when they get to the cigarette ashes. And it's just so weird. Oh, God, like, oh, no. Why? How do you even get into that? Like, I understand you have a taste for the earth, but cigarettes? Like, there has to be a certain point where you're just sitting there, you watch somebody smoke, and you just see it go down into an ashtray, and you're just like, and just give it a lick.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, stop, Bianca.
Like, it's like something primal has to take over in you. Like, I can't imagine myself just sitting there and just freaking out. Something animalistic takes over, and I just feel like I need to lick an ashtray to find out if it's yummy. What? I just, oh, it hurts me. It hurts my brain. And so she's, you know, licking that ashtray, licking it up, and then they actually go to a pottery store and she just has a hankering for pottery. Like, I haven't had any today. I just, I need my pottery. And it's, again, just like such a fake conversation where her mom's all like, I'm starting to think this might have a negative effect on your life. Like, what's going on when you're going to the bathroom? What's going on with you? And she like starts crying, and I'm like, I don't know how you could even have this conversation. You're eating pottery and she's delusional. She goes to the doctor's office and the doctor's like, yeah, I mean, eating pottery might have a negative effect on your life pretty soon here. Who would have known? It's breaking my mind.
The fact that your body is starving itself.
Oh my goodness.
Who would have known that eating pottery would do something so heinous to you? And she's just sitting there like, oh, really? Oh, really? That's crazy. That's crazy. After she says that she hasn't drank water in a month, that was the most exaggerated thing ever. She says she hasn't had water. She just uses water to brush her teeth and that's it. Everything else comes from the pottery. It's just all so dumb. All of it. I hate all of it. And apparently now she only eats pottery twice a day. So I guess it's an absolute win. Man, that was really hard to get through. That was honestly one of the hardest things I've ever had to sit through. And it's not even the worst one. It's not even remotely the worst one. Watching a woman eat 100 laxatives a day and watching a woman eat pottery isn't even close to the worst one that I decided to pick today. So we'll get to those. I don't really know if I should rate these. I usually rate episodes. I guess I will. If I was to rate this 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 2 on like production value, comedy, interest. Like, this is genuinely for people who just like to watch other people suffer in really atrocious, really poorly written ways. I don't know how you could actually sit there and enjoy this other than I just didn't think it could get any worse. I didn't think it could progress this far. So many choices have led me to this moment. I mean, the decision to even make this video led me to this moment, and I chose this episode thinking it can't possibly be that bad. The piss drinker. Her name is Carrie. And there's nothing worse than going into any form of media and the first thing you hear is, I drink my piss like I'm in a beer drinking contest.
I drink it like I'm in a beer drinking contest. Sometimes tastes like maybe a little lemony.
And there's just immediately so many red flags with saying something like that. How is anybody around you okay with this? She has 3 daughters and not a man in sight. I don't know if that guy passed away or if just the idea of his wife just starting to guzzle that down just got a little bit too much to handle. I don't know. You know, till death do us part or until you start drinking piss, really. It's just baffling as she's just saying things like, if I quit drinking the piss, I will die. What? Why would you die from drinking urine? It has toxins. It smells like asparagus. You don't want that stuff inside of you. And why is it always yellow? It just implies that she doesn't drink water anymore. She only drinks piss, which it's so weird, man. It's so weird. They even have the audacity to show so many different scenes of her drinking the pee, where she's, you know, has it just in her hand and she's like, oh yes, it tastes like champagne. Oh, is that a hint of lemon? What are you talking about? I feel like it's that South Park episode where they're at the pee land. Oh, you must drink the pee, Kyle. What? Why? And then Kyle struggles to drink it because piss does not taste good.
Ugh. Come on, you have to drink all of the pee. You can do it, Cat!
Watching this episode, it kind of makes me feel like, I don't know, who's a really important celebrity in life? A Cat in the Hat? I feel like the Cat in the Hat when the kids are screaming at him, Cat, your tail! What about it? Oh, it appears I've chopped it off.
Cat, your tail.
What about it? Oh, I see. I've chopped it off.
And then he starts cursing. That's what it feels like to just have your entire body just in pain, seething as you watch this woman just guzzle down a large amount of liquid that should never really enter your body. Apparently, she had cancer, and the episode mentions how she got 16 of her lymph nodes removed to get rid of the cancer. So, she was feeling better, most likely from the surgery, and in that time, because she's in remission, she decides, yes, oh my god, I'm in heaven. This is fucking delicious. Oh, I'm gonna feel so much better. And it could have stopped there. It really could. Like, in all honesty, if she was just drinking her pee, you know, I don't think I'd ever talk to that person. But, you know, I could look past it. I could be like, yeah, you're a pee drinker, but at least you're not doing anything that freaky other than guzzling down your leavings. No, that isn't the worst of it, because it then shows her bath time and brushing her teeth, where she dips her toothbrush into the pee and starts brushing her teeth with it. She uses it as cologne. She uses it as moisturizer. She bathes in it. She puts it on her eyeballs. Why? Would you ever even consider that? It's not like, I mean, I guess technically I do, but it's not like I seek to just put water onto my eye. I don't take Cetaphil because it's moisturizing and put it on my eyeball. How would you even get this far? I don't understand. It's just so weird. And then she has 3 kids. She has 3 daughters who just seem to be like semi-okay with it. They're just saying things like, you know, I don't think it's really normal for her to be drinking her pee. Like, I'm worried about her health. Really? If this was my own mother, if my mother just randomly decided to start drinking pee and would get upset anytime I would bring it up as a problem, I would probably get into a screaming match. I would not respect my elders at that point. You are drinking piss. I don't feel like this should be a bigger, deeper conversation than it is. I don't feel like there should be any inkling of me being in the wrong for pointing out your dirty piss drinking. And like, the daughters do not take it, like, well enough. Like, especially when you're putting into, like, words that she's rubbing it all over the body. Like, I wouldn't even see my mother anymore. Like, I go over there, I just, oh, and I just have to run away. It's like when SpongeBob, like, eats that rancid sundae. That was a delicious sundae. Ah! And everybody in town is running away from him, and Patrick's holding it up. Like, look at it. Look at it. You look at it. Like, clearly, there is a problem, and that is what this woman must smell like. She just goes around reeking of piss everywhere she goes. If she goes to a supermarket, everybody's gonna be running, just crawling on the floor, begging for death at that point. I don't even... God, I'm just getting so heated. Like, I don't usually get that heated while watching things. Like, yes, I've watched a lot of bad things, but this is just making me feel so vile in so many different ways. And then I just have to point out this commercial break. It's just so dumb. It's so stupid. Where she just says, I drank almost all the urine in my body. And her friend is just staring at her like, what?
I drink almost all the urine that comes out of my body.
Like, I don't know. Like, can you imagine just one day you're just chilling, you have a friend who's always really stinky, but you just think, oh, well, at least maybe they're an interesting conversationalist, which I don't really feel like she is. And then one day you get invited to her home. You walk in, you sit down, you just, oh, I should have brought my mask. I should have brought my gas mask. Oh, God. What do you have to say, Carrie? I drink all the urine that comes out of my body. You do what? And then she starts like being supportive, like, and do you think this is benefiting you? Do you think this is really helping you? Is this because of the cancer? I would, if I see, I'm speaking in tongues because of this nonsense. If somebody invited me to their home and told me that they were drinking all the piss in their body, I don't feel like there's any coming back from that. I really don't. And then they just put it all over their bodies. They put it on their eyes. They brush their teeth with it. I would just be like, I'm gonna go. I need to get out of here. I really do. I've been smelling you for our entire friendship, and I always just thought you got the wrong look of the draw, and you're just a very stinky woman. But it turns out you're much more vile than I ever could have predicted, and I do not want to be around you anymore. I don't want anything to do with you. I just don't get it. It's honestly revolting in a lot of ways. Like, why is she being accepting? Why is she being... Carrie, the reason that I'm not freaking out because you're telling me about you drinking urine is because you always smelled like piss. I honestly expected this. It's kind of weird that you're just telling me now. She has 900 gallons of piss since she started drinking her urine. That is just a baffling statement. 900 gallons. I probably drank more milk than that, but at least milk, you know, it's coming from the udders of a luscious cow, so at least I'm getting something out of it. And then they have an intermission with the daughters, and the daughters are all crying, and it's not even really an intermission. At this point, it's a pisser mission. Man, that's a good one. Pisser mission. Where all the daughters are crying and saying that they're worried about her drinking this. And she's just like, oh, I guess I'll go to the doctor, I guess. Like, how are you even being around her? Like, she rubs it over her body, and it's yellow. It's like dark yellow. It's like crimson yellow piss. Like, that is the smelliest stuff you could ever have. It reeks. It's vulgar. It is something that you cannot be around. And all the daughters, they're probably like leaking tears because it's like a hard thing to be in the room with this woman. And then they all stand up after they're like, oh, yes, mom's gonna go to the doctor. Woo-hoo! Woo! no. And then she's like crying and all the daughters start like touching her. They all initially just put their hands in a big old pile and are like, we believe in you, Mom. We believe in you. And I feel like at least one of their hearts had to sink as their mom is just like, where's my hug at? I'm gonna go to the doctor. And they like grip onto her and they're like slowly like fading away. It's like an onion burning in the sun as it slowly starts peeling in the sunlight. I can't breathe. Sisters, I think I'm going. I think I'm gonna die. My mom smells like piss. Like, that's all I can imagine. Like, genuinely, I don't know how they're touching this woman. That's why I can maybe assume that this episode is maybe fake. But if it is, if it's real, I don't know how they're touching their mom. I really don't. After watching this woman bathe and pee, did I mention the nasal drinking? Did I mention that? Okay, so imagine you get into piss drinking. Not only do you rub it all over the body, not only do you brush your teeth with it, not only do you put it on your eyeball, but you get the bright idea that instead of just drinking it normally, you have to get a like teapot and drink it through your nose as well. Man, it just gets worse the more I talk about it. The more I talk about it. I hate it so unbelievably much. It's so unbelievably bad. So she goes to the doctor, and I can't imagine going to my doctor. Like, I don't know what childhood she had. It must have just been perfectly fine to like pee anywhere around the house if they're just that socially accepting a pee. But you know, where I'm from, pee's kind of gross. Like, if I got pee on me by like any degree in any situation, I would be in the bathroom washing my hands, crying and sniffling because it touched me. That's maybe a bit of an over-exaggeration, but pee is disgusting, and if it gets on you, it is vile. You know what? I got a little bit of a tale for you. This one time when I was a youngin', I was playing around with my friends, we were wrestling a little bit, and there was one of those vacuums that's designed to suck up liquid, and they had a cat that liked to pee everywhere, because, you know, cats just piss. That's what they do. Cats piss, and when they're not properly trained to find that litter box, they pee. And so I got knocked into this vacuum, and the pee just went all over me. And being a youngster who enjoys comedy as my friends are laughing in my face, I was laughing and crying at the same time. Not out of enjoyment, and it didn't make me sniff and be like, yes, I really, really need to drink this. In fact, I was crying and sniffling as I called my father like he was going to do something about it and said, Dad, I got piss all over me. So I rode my bike in probably, 7-degree weather all the way back home. Got in the shower, and was a changed man for the rest of my life. This woman just puts pee on her body for a daily basis. Just daily. That's just what she does. And I'll never get over this now. This is going to haunt my dreams. This woman's going to be in my nightmares. She goes to the doctor, and she's having a conversation, and she looks at the doctor, and she's like, I drink all of my urine. And just looking at the doctor's face, like, I'm pretty sure the doctors aren't real doctors here, but her face made me believe it because just, I drink all of my urine. What?
I've been drinking almost all the urine that comes out of me for 4 solid years.
Like, genuinely, like, the doctor was the only person who kind of reacted how I expected. I don't expect sympathy for these people, and I get it. It's your job. You're a doctor. You're probably getting a good salary. But if somebody came in and was like, yeah, I'm drinking all of my pee, and I think it's really helping me, I would probably punch them in the face and just try to study them, maybe knock them unconscious and just, put them in rehab or something. I can't fathom it. I can't fathom it. It's like Tom Cruise's desire for closets. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why he won't come out of that thing. It's silly Scientologist guy. So she starts checking her skin, and again, I'm just screaming at the screen, no, she's covered in pee, you're getting pee all over you, don't touch her, no! Because it really is that disgusting. Like, I find it so unbelievably bad, and she deems that she needs to stop drinking pee. Really? I mean, who would have guessed? And she says the same thing, like, piss has toxic value to it, it's not going to be good for you if you're drinking up that good, glorious liquid. So she goes home and talks to her daughters, who are crying again. And even if I was a parent, if I had my children coming to me crying over drinking pee, I can't believe I wouldn't just have an inkling to stop, even a little bit. Like, she's such a baffling woman. I can't believe it. And then they have that stupid-ass title card at the end of the episode that's all like, Carrie has not stopped drinking pee. She is going to keep going until it kills her. Like, it doesn't say that, but that's basically what it feels like. I just can't believe it. And it's even worse that this woman lives in the same state as me. Like, she haunts my nightmares. This woman could genuinely, like, crawl on all fours to my doorstep and offer me a glass of piss. And if I refuse to drink it, she'll probably, like, I don't know, bite my trachea out, take my testicles, and put it in a nice vat blend of her pee and just drink it up. God, doesn't that sound awful? Well, hey, maybe if that made you seethe a little bit, then you understand how I feel watching this episode, because dear Lord, that was bad. Ratings. Wow. Like, cinematography, excellent. All of those shots of her guzzling down God's divine liquid were impeccable. Like, genuinely, like, I would rather watch this over Shawshank Redemption. The score was just so amazing. Every single pee guzzle was just followed with a beautiful horn of shock, anguish. You know, what is going to happen? Oh my gosh. Every single cliffhanger and every single commercial break, they always start up with, and Carrie really likes to drink 900 gallons of piss. So, yeah, you could tell I was really invested. I just wanted to know how it was going to keep on going with her drinking pee. It's just genuinely white trash. Like, I don't really... I'm just rambling at this point, but I feel like it's more because I'm in shock and I need someone to talk to, and you're not even actually here. It's just genuinely so hard to watch somebody just drink this much piss. So if I was to rate the episode 1 to 10, I would probably give it a 1 out of 10. It's one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my entire life. I never want to experience anything like this ever again. I really hope I don't. Because, dear Lord, it's so bad. I was going to watch some more episodes of this, but after watching a woman drink a voluptuous amount of that golden liquid, I think I'm done for this video. So if this video gets 500 likes, which I'm pretty sure that it won't, because I don't know a lot of people who could sit through this suffering and this anguish like I could. I guarantee you half the people who clicked on this video probably clicked off right away, because all of this was very hard to watch. So 500 likes and I'll watch 10 episodes, count them, 10 episodes of My Strange Addiction, and I will add all of that luscious, beautiful TLC white trash to my repertoire of shows that I cover. 500 likes and it's all yours. This was a really hard experience. I do hate this show. Watching a full episode did not change my opinion on it. I still think it is for the scum, the bottom of the earth, who like to truly watch people suffer. So yeah, really hope I don't have to watch any more of this. I appreciate every single one of you guys, especially those of you who stick around for the end of the videos. You mean the world to me. I really hope I at least made you laugh, at least made you smile a little bit. After all, that is the point of every single one of these videos. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.